Good afternoon. President Bongbong Marcos says the Philippines needs to prepare for external threats due to heightened geopolitical tensions in the Indo-Pacific, from the country's proximity to Taiwan to its dispute with China in the West Philippine Sea. During his meeting with the members of the Philippine Army's 5th Infantry Division at Camp Melchor de la Cruz in Gamo, Isabela, Marcos says the Philippines' proximity to Taiwan automatically puts the country in China's area of interest. This situation makes it important that the northern part of the Philippines is well prepared for any eventuality. Marcos clarifies that although the Philippines has no intention of encroaching on or claiming anyone else's territory, its leadership must be fully committed to defending its own while upholding peace in the region through diplomatic efforts. According to the President, the preparation for external threats is part of the reason why the government designated an area in Cagayan as an enhanced defense cooperation agreement site. The Philippines has been embroiled in a territorial dispute with China after the latter claimed majority of the South China Sea, including the West Philippine Sea, through its so-called 9-dash line. Such a claim, however, has been effectively invalidated by a July 2016 International Tribunal ruling that stemmed from a case filed by Manila in 2013. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. won't be attending the Ukraine Peace Summit in Switzerland and will instead be represented by Presidential Advisor on Peace, Reconciliation and Unity, Carlito Galvez Jr. According to the Presidential Communications Office, Marcos designated Galvez to represent the Philippines in the summit. On June 3, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky personally visited the Philippines to invite Marcos to attend the Swiss-organized summit, which will be held in Bergenstock, Switzerland from June 15 to 16. Apart from the Philippines, more than 160 delegations from different countries and organizations were invited. Among those confirmed attending are French President Emmanuel Macron, U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris, German Chancellor Olaf Scholz, and Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida. Expelled lawmaker Arnolfo Teves Jr. was released but subsequently rearrested, according to the Department of Justice. DOJ Assistant Secretary and Spokesperson Jose Dominic Lavano IV says that Teves was rearrested by the Policia Nacional of Timor-Leste. Teves' legal counsel, attorney Ferdinand Topacio, previously announced that the former Negros Oriental representative has been released from preventive detention, claiming that the Philippine government's request was made out of time and in a manner that is not sanctioned by practice and customary international law. But according to Clavano, the Philippine government was able to submit all requirements ahead of time and is fully compliant with Timor-Leste's law. Clavano adds that the statements of Attorney Topacio are misleading and highly irresponsible. Clavano reminds Topacio that while he owes fealty to his client, Teves, he remains an officer of the court and must act accordingly to maintain the court's integrity. The DOJ says Teves will continue to stand trial for his extradition. Furthermore, Clavano says the department is confident that the extradition proceedings will be successful and Teves may still be deported depending on the direction taken by the Timor-Leste government in coordination with the Philippines. The DOJ could not provide any detail about why Teves was initially released, as the Timor-Leste government is still preparing a brief for the Philippine government. Drivers and operators of vehicles caught operating without necessary permits must now present a court order to claim their impounded cars, jeepneys, vans, or buses, according to the Land Transportation Office. On Tuesday, the LTO started the implementation of a new policy that aims to intensify its nationwide anti-colorum campaign and assist drivers who assert losing 30% of their daily income to colorum vehicles. The LTO defines colorum vehicles as private vehicles that are operating for public commuters without complying with legal requirements. In a statement, LTO Chief Vigor Mendoza II says stricter penalties with regard to the problem of illegal operation of colorum vehicles need to be implemented to put an end to this transportation problem. According to Mendoza, the new policy would impose fines where criminal cases will be filed against people involved in anti-colorum operations. The LTO chief likewise explains that under the policy, the unit should not be released without a court order, as the vehicle is part of the evidence of the crime. Releasing the vehicle is tantamount to infidelity in the custody of evidence. Mendoza also warns that LTO personnel who neglect to perform their tasks shall be subjected to administrative liability under the new anti-colorum rule. The previous process of retrieving impounded colorum vehicles merely required completion of the impoundment period, setting of fines and fees, and compliance with other conditions specified by the LTO. These are the stories you need to know today. I'm Neil Mercado. Follow INQUIRER.net on Facebook, X, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Reddit. For more stories, visit INQUIRER.net. Good afternoon.